Hello and welcome back to the channel, and just generally checking out the stupid things people say on Twitter. And thankfully the PlayStation fan base are always supplying me content. For example, we have failed pyromancer, failed being the keyword here. As you can see here, no game is worth $70. That's it, that's the tweet, period. He just thought he'd leave it there. But how long did that last? Not very long, because Sony responded with, we're going to charge you £70 for your games, fuck off. Do you know what he said to that? He capped it like a true mug. Literally worth every cent of that 70 price tag, you twat.
Do it better!
But my beef is not with him. Ha! Beef, see, I am street. No, it's not with Failed, unfortunately. I mean, I could just go through his content alone and make an excellent show. But no, I'm going to push him aside like a twat. As you can see, Forza Horizon 5 released. And wow, it has really upset their fan base. So I'm going to cover that in this episode. So let's get into this. Roll VT.
You unlock this door with a simple registration. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of memes. A dimension of trolls. A dimension of morons. You are moving into a dimension of both factual and unfactual information, of rumours and hopes. You just crossed over into the Twitter fanboy zone.
So before we get into this, I hope you're all sitting comfortably, you've got your volume cranked up and you're ready to go. I'll probably get a snack and a drink as well if I was you, so go and grab that now. So the first idiot we're going to target here is King Thrash. Again, yes, this guy's always talking shit, to be honest. His channel's just full of it, and he just carries it over onto Twitter for attention and clicks and likes. I don't know what, I don't know, he's a very insecure man. I don't know what his issue is, but he's got some weird hatred towards Xbox, and he tries to express himself here once again, but unsuccessfully. So he posted on Twitter this, for example, which is last gen Forza Horizon 4 and which is Forza current gen Forza Horizon, and he tries to make a point about underneath the car and the plate being underneath the car. So yes, he's trying to make a point that there's a plate underneath the car, and he was trying to, I don't know, give the impression that the devs are being lazy by just putting a plate there. I was going to respond, but unfortunately this guy, or should I say fortunately, this guy beat me to it. It's called a heat shield. You can buy one for any race car. Obviously then King, thinking he had the edge here, responded, Van, I think he means can you show me, with loads of smiley laughy emojis, can you show me a heat shield for this car please? Laughy, laughy, laughy. And thankfully someone quickly responded. This fella, Elite 3D FX, thank you Elite. Great name, by the way. Race car undercarriage. Many high-end cars have this to prevent drag. King Thrash. The high-end cars use this to prevent drag. Are you grasping now? He's got a picture of a high-end car, the car you asked for, with the shield, the heat shield underneath it. What are you going to say to that? And do you know what King Thrash responded with? Nothing. He completely left the thread, vanished, never to be seen again.
Not like this.
And just like that, we was one Sony fanboy down. I'd love to say it ended there, but it didn't. We had more come forward. So we had the real J-Dub jump forward and say, I was expecting Forza Horizon 5 to raise the bar and Metacritic score, but I'm guessing it didn't. Oh well, at least it's a consistent piece of DLC. And he showed Forza Horizon 5 at a 91 critic, and Forza Horizon 4 having a 92. So he's trying to say that Forza Horizon 5 rated 1% lower than Forza Horizon 4, so it's not as good. Thus giving the impression that Xbox Studios is not very good, and they're actually getting worse. The problem with making fleeting statements like this is you get caught out massively, especially if you have no clue about your console with the games you preach, and just generally everything. So, Spider-Man for the PS4 in 2018 scored 87 on Metacritic. That was then followed up by Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS5 and PS4, this generation game, which they all capped about, and it only scored an 85, so it got worse. Now let's look at the PlayStation races, shall we? So we've got Gran Turismo 6 for the PS3, scored an 81. On the PS3, it scored an 81. Just for repeat that to make sure it's clear. Before we moved on to the PS4 Forza Killer GT Sport, which scored 75. Yep, the Forza Killer, as it was named, just like Drive Club 2, scored only 75. So considerably a lot less than Gran Turismo 6, and exceptionally less than any Forza. Now let's up the ante a bit and move on to something a bit more juicy. Let's move on to The Last of Us. So The Last of Us for the PS3 scored 95. 95, fantastic. What a game, one game of the year, yada yada yada. But then we've got The Last of Us 2, which also won, oddly, the game of the year against many gamers sort of didn't want this to win at all. We won't go into that. Scored 93. So Last of Us 2 scored, 2 points less than the previous game on a previous generation. So I guess Naughty Dog is also a trash, lazy developer as well. Just like all the other Sony developers I've just listed, like Insomniac and Polyphonic. But I could list more games actually. I could keep going on. But I don't need to, because the guy that's missing an M from his name, yes, just think where you could put that M right now in his name. Just look at Real J Dub, just think of where you could put that name, the letter M. Was destroyed no less than 24 hours later by this. Yes, his whole narrative was completely shattered when the score of Forza Horizon 5 went up to a 92 from a 91, equaling it out to Forza Horizon 5, which destroyed his whole point, his whole narrative. All these spaces on Twitter, these people were holding about it being a 91, completely shattered. Their dreams shattered in a second.
I am so sorry to my world. I am so sorry to my world. This is not what we want.
Well, that was awkward. So what are we now? Just over 7 minutes in? I think we've got time for one more. Let's have a look who we got here. And another LED, I Choose You. So yes, another LED was supporting pirating. Yes, he's been supporting pirating. This guy, is just get this clear, this guy, as well as many other PS fan base, was saying that you should support developers. You should pay them £70 per game because you should be supporting them, and Game Pass doesn't support developers. So here we are, we've got this guy now capping, Game Pass may ask, this is how you do it, fuck early access. And he's showing you how to basically pirate Forza Horizon 5. And look there, another LED, okay, give him the link. He's completely on board. There's no escaping it, brah. You and all your buddies, look, okay, give me the link. I can DM the magnet for tomorrow night, alright? DM me, all begging for pirating Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5, the game that's trash, Game Pass fodder, yada yada yada, support the devs, and now begging to pirate Forza Horizon 5. You can't make this shit up. Here he is again retweeting this out. Imagine having a PC and not pirating games. Like, damn, you got to be rich ass for that. As fuck, I think that means. Me watching before you buy videos before pirating the game. He's promoting now pirating. He's retweeting pirating stuff. He's an idiot. The guy was basically promoting pirating on social media and spreading it around the world, and he got caught out. So he was like, and I called him out on it. So he responded with this, trying to be clever. Okay, it was a troll tweet that didn't go the way I expected it to. I admit it. Ha ha. But I can't wait to play Forza. Really? Another LED? Is that what you're going with? You're trying to just make out you was trolling, was you?
Remember the time you ate my goldfish and you lied to me and said I never had any goldfish? But why'd I have the bowl, Bart? Why did I have the bowl?
Indeed, another LED. Why would you have the bowl? Or more accurately, why would you retweet and then mute it? By the way, anyone that's unaware what muting is on Twitter, I'll read it off. Mute is a feature that allows you to remove an account's tweets from your timeline without unfollowing or blocking that account. Muted accounts will not know that you've muted them, and you can unmute them at any time. So he's purposely muted this from his account, and he's let the guy know while retweeting it out. So it just vanishes off his timeline, so no one knows that he's spreading the information about pirating because he doesn't want to be caught out. But I caught you out, you little shitbag, because I found another retweet of yours. Right here. pirating is a good thing because MS doesn't deserve any money. So you're encouraging pirating of Microsoft games because you don't think they deserve money as well. You retweeted that out as well, you little turd. Now, don't get me wrong here. I don't actually give a fuck if you pirate games. I give no shits what you do with your own time and yada yada yada. It's by the by that pirating actually did almost destroy gaming back in the 80s and 90s because pirating got so sort of fluent. Everyone was pirating games. That's when I was younger and stuff. And basically, yes, games were just pirated and developers weren't making much money because people were just pirating games everywhere. And gaming almost died at one point because I think the pirating just got out of hand. Obviously, things got better, defences got better, and a lot of people started buying games and games. You know. Anyway, that's a long story. But I don't give a shit what you do. I don't give a shit about your life and everything. But sort of promote it on social media and sort of encourage people to do it just against a certain corporation because you've got some sort of console plastic fanboy warhead thing going on in your head because you're mental. It's just stupid and hypocritical and contradicting, especially when you're encouraging people, gamers, to support developers and buy games. You're actually telling people to spend more money on games. They're telling one crowd to spend £70 on games, to spend more money on games and buy all the games, while you're telling another group that it's right to pirate games. You're a complete hypocrite. You're a complete contradicting moron, an absolute fraud and a fake. And this is why the PS fan base are called a cult. Other than actually creating a cult and calling it Pegasus Nation, you're actually just so warped inside mentally. You're so caught up in this console war that you're actually ruining gaming. You're hating gaming. You're being destructive. I don't know if you even realise it, but you're actually bad for gaming. People just generally just want to game. Why don't you just let people game? People want to play on PC, just let them fucking do it. People want to play on Xbox, let them do it. Switch, PlayStation, just let people fucking play. Why do you keep complaining about and trying to ruin these people's experiences of them playing these games? It's just bizarre and weird. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave the video there. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please drop us a like and a share and a sub. It would have been nice to fit 1,000 by Christmas, but that's most certainly not going to happen. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and please look out for my podcast the weekends with Red Dead Panda, and goodbye for now.